In this video, I'm going to talk about the truth about what tactical periodization is to me. So in tactical periodization, this was a methodology made by Victor Freyd. Although I do respect the methodology a lot, I do have some issues with it. So the exercises are all broken into pieces instead of the whole. And I really question the value of separating all your exercises into these types of pieces that are very unrealistic to the actual game as far as I'm concerned, and everything is done positionally. So tactical periodization has principles and sub-principles. I would say, do the players even understand that? And is it even important that they understand that? And is there a real transfer of knowledge? Is there real learning happening in these separate environments where the training design is not really game representative? And in my opinion, it lacks real game cues. I'm going to give you some specific examples right now of exercises I've taken from some of the most popular tactical periodization books that are on the market. So let's take a look at this first exercise in tactical periodization. Here you have everything is positional. You have your 6, your 8, your 10, your 7 and 11, and your 9. So the 7 and the 11 are wingers. When are the wingers going to be that close together? When is the 6 and the 8 and the 10? Spatially, everything is off. This, for me, is not realistic at all. And the number 9 is up top. The defending team has their 10 and their 8 and their 6. The object of the game is, can you split the 10 and the 8, get it into your 10, who can probably receive it on the half turn, and then send the 7, the 11, or the 9. Again, you could have this going to goal if you wanted to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But in this game, is it realistic? And you have to train every player in that exact position. I claim this is not realistic. It has nothing to do with the actual spacing in the game and the coupling of real cues. This is separation, and it's not the real game, and it's quite frankly not game representative. Here's another exercise with the 4 and the 5, your two center backs, as they have to go wide to cover the 9 and the 10 of the red attacking team, as the 8 gets comfortable dropping into the hole there. Again, this is 2 goals and keepers, so this is actually a little bit better in my opinion, but there's nothing else going on here. There's no outside backs, there's no midfield, there's nothing. Is this game good for development for a player and decision making? Sure, it's good for development. I like the game. But it has nothing to do with the actual game in the positions the guys play, because there's no coupling of real cues, and it's a separation of the whole. Here's another tactical periodization exercise where you have a center back, you have the right back, left back, and the defensive center mid, the 6, and they're trying to stop play getting out to the wingers on the other team. They're trying to score on small-sided goals here. Again, it's completely fabricated. There's nothing that is game representative here according to a game model or position specific. I just don't get it in terms of real cues. And I know that in tactical periodization it does get more game representative, but these are issues that I have with it in the separation of parts. So here's how I adapted my training sessions to fit more of the whole. We'll start off with a practice here that's separated, but it's still very whole. You have 8 against 6, right? This is game model specific, formation specific. You can see the only thing here is it doesn't have all 4 phases of the game. If we give up the ball, we actually start a new ball. Now getting even more game realistic, we have 9v9 plus 1. We have a line of confrontation that you could see in that cone right there, where the gray team can only send 1 over. You can adjust the rules, have them send 2 over eventually. You also have in this diagram that I drew a one-touch box that you can add to this game because it fits into our game model, because that's the fast area. Notice also in that diagram I put in the box, the yellow areas take away the corners, because these corners are low percentage areas. We don't want to cross the ball from there. We don't really want to get into that area too much. So you can see this is so much more of the whole now. There's no more separation. There's 4 phases of play. These are the type of trainings that represent the whole, and are very, very game realistic. At the same time, the constraints bring about behaviors in the game model that you want to see. And at the end here, we take away all the constraints, and we just go 9v9 plus 1. The game is live, and there's no constraints. There's full freedom for the players just to play. So I hope you enjoyed the video and my reasons behind tactical periodization, kind of the flaws that I see in the system. Also, be sure to visit my YouTube channel ebook store. I just opened it. It's a great way to support the channel. Thank you very much if you go and purchase an ebook from my ebook store on the YouTube channel. Take care.